Hello, everyone, and welcome to the chat. How was the audio? Give me all the feedback. I'll make sure I'm coming through here. I can only double check so much on my end to see if I am failing. It looks like we're working. Sounds good. Copy. Thank you. And hello, everybody. Nice to see you all here. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've had a chat. I've been away for a while. One of the things that I'll be chatting with you all about today was my experience on a new action movie called The Wrecker, which is pretty cool. We had a lot of fun over in Las Vegas. But living out of a hotel room, so nice to be back in the nerd den and the old power station here to get some streams in and to do this live chat with you. A little bit more of a advanced setup. So thanks for joining, and let's get into it, huh? Let's talk some cool stuff. Pretty fun start to the year. God, now I'm trying to remember. Season 2.5 of Call of Duty Warzone. For those that are new here or don't know me very well, my name's Chad. I'm an actor. I am known for the Sony military action movie franchise Sniper. I played a lead role of Brandon Beckett in that across 7 out of the 10 films they've done in the past 20 years. I also star as Alex Echo 3-1 in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warfare 2, Warzone, Call of Duty Mobile universes as well. So one of the things I'll talk about today is we haven't seen Alex in a while until probably about a month and a half ago when they did a season 2.5 content update for Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, where it was revealed if you completed the Adamgrad raid feature, which is Farah, Gaz, and Price, 3-player kind of co-op puzzle / fight your way through a maze. And it revealed a cinematic cutscene that I had filmed months ago that I've been very quiet about, where they discover Alex, who had gone missing, and he was alive and well with a message and a plot twist. So I'm going to experiment with a little show and tell today. So I did line up the most of that cutscene for those that haven't seen. I'm sure a lot of you have, and I'm going to try and screen share and play it, and cross my fingers and hope for the best that I have figured this out. I'm StreamYard / YouTube Live noob, sort of. So let's see how this goes. And I think the audio will come through too. So let's give it a whirl and let's watch this cinematic outro from Raid Season 2.
Hello.
It's Alex.
Echo 3-1.
Affirmative.
There's a lot of steel between us and you, mate.
Button. Left side.
WARZONE.
Hit it.
Done.
What happened?
Had a firefight with AQ. They killed the Reef and the others.
We know. الرغم الرهون.
Captain. Sergeant. Told you you'd have friends nearby. Man of steel. Titanium. Bulletproof. From the knee down, anyway.
How are you still alive?
Their commander. He spared me.
Why?
He had a message. Wanted me to deliver it personally. To you.
To me? Who is this commander?
Farah. You're not gonna like this.
Alex. Who?
Your brother. Adir.
Adir is in jail.
Not anymore. He wants a truce. Wants to work with you. Work with us. To do what? To kill Russians with their own weapons.
The warhead.
That's Adir. He wants us to join him. Or turn back. That's the message.
boy. So that was, I want to drop this down a little bit. Okay, that's a better view. Hi, Farah. How are you? I got to work with Claudia Dumit again, who plays Farah, and she's just an absolute joy. So hopefully that came through, and the audio came through, and those who haven't seen it, that's the big reveal when you complete Adam Grad Raid Season 2 in Warzone. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So they're on the hunt for Hadir, and for those who don't know, if you played through the campaign, the original Modern Warfare campaign that I was a part of in 2019, Farah has a brother named Hadir. They're both freedom fighters. She has a righteous way of going about things to stop the occupation of her country, and her brother's a bit of a wild card who's willing to bend the rules a little bit and by any means necessary to get his people free. So then now they've kind of butted heads in terms of their methodology in the campaign. We put Hadir away in jail, and now apparently he's escaped, and he's kind of stolen a nuke, a warhead that he plans to use to get his people free, which is obviously going to have devastating consequences and gets Farah's goat. So I get captured by Hadir. He lets me go to send this message. Me and Hadir are kind of pals in the campaign until he kind of does this dirty and goes rogue. So that's kind of where we left it off. Season 3.5 will kind of continue that Adam Grad Raid storyline, and we'll see what happens from there. But it was really cool. It was a really warm reception to have Alex back in the game, and all the fans and the gamers, including yourselves, have been very warm and very kind, and very excited to see Alex back and teamed up again with the Task Force 141, like the good old days in Modern Warfare 2019. So that's been a lot of fun, really. It's it's been great. I have not personally tried to play through the raids yet. I hear they're a bit hard and challenging. Takes a little bit of a lot of teamwork and coordination and stuff. But I do plan to play through them and unlock all the cool stuff that you get for completing them sometime. And maybe I'll do it on stream so everybody can watch the struggle fest, as it were, when I do that. But anyway, really fun news that happened about a month ago. So we will see what happens with Alex. Season 3 is right around the corner here in like 5 or 6 days. New battle pass, new operators are being dropped in. Probably season 3.5 is when they'll maybe have the next part of that raid ready, and we'll see what Alex's part the part he plays in that too. So anyway, that was pretty fun news to start the year. Like I said, I had filmed that and recorded that. I don't know, maybe back in December, at the tail end of last year. So it was pretty cool to be a part of that as well. And for those that don't know the motion capture process, I'll just kind of walk it back a little bit. It's, none of this exists on a stage. It's really, we've got some like platforms that are built up. We've got PVC piping things to represent doors, sandbags they lay down just to let you know, like, don't step outside of this because that means you're inside of a wall. But it's pretty fun because it's totally using your imagination. And so I had this moment where I'm kind of locked behind this steel door into this vault. And, there's no door there, actually. The actor can see me. There's a PVC piping frame, and I'm hitting a button. And, Elliot Knight, who plays Gaz, is hitting a button on his side. And there's no button. And, you have to know to, like, project your voice because you're screaming through steel. And that's a really fun part of the mocap process for this role, is to really play pretend and visualize your circumstances and then kind of act that out accordingly. There's that moment here where I'm telling him to hammer a button. Door comes open. I'm on a platform. I kind of hop down, grab a gun right away. And the guns are nice. The guns are actually pretty legit, hard plastic prop guns as well. So we kind of did this scene, and then you find your positioning and stuff according to where the camera moves around, and you just kind of play it out, film acting style. But there's Elliot, who plays Gaz. He's a super great guy. There's Captain Price, as always, our fearless leader. And then there's the titanium leg after I lost the leg after the Modern Warfare campaign. So they've kind of got that thing represented on Alex Pure More, which is a really cool tribute to the men and women soldiers that have unfortunately become amputees in that way and use prosthetics now. So there's me and Farah, and of course there's no warhead thing in the background at all there. That's something else we have to kind of like imagine and kind of pretend there, throw a look back at nothing, and just kind of have that in our head as we act out the scene here. So this is us having a good chat, getting a little bit closer to deliver the bad news to Farah the firecracker. Like I said, Claudia DeMitt plays Farah. She's really wonderful, and probably know her from The Boys and a lot of other really great shows. But they're all such a joy to work with. So it was really nice to be reunited with them and making the old magic like we did several years ago. So here's the group. Bam, 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 bam. What are we going to do? We're going to turn back. We're going to join them, and we're going to come up with our own plan. And that's kind of where we left it. Decisions for Farah to make. Anyway, that's that. And, as you know, most of you know, I stream Call of Duty when I can. I like to get in there and play a little bit of Warzone and Resurgence, Battle Royale, stuff like that. So I think you see on the crawler here on the bottom of the screen, wherever the heck this thing is. Yeah, there it is. For those that are not following on Twitch, come join us sometime. We have a good old time dropping into the Warzone. And, well, it's always entertaining, even if it's not good gameplay. So let's stop sharing this and make sure that everything is sounding all right. Everything should be sounding all right. Hopefully the audio came through on that screen share. I think that we're probably good. But, yeah. So that's kind of one of the things I want to talk about. And say thank you to you all for the warm reception. So cool. It always warms the heart to see everybody loving Alex and missing Alex, and hoping that Alex makes a comeback in bigger, better ways as more content gets rolled out for the game. So always lovely to see. I'm glad that people respond really well to that character, because it's an absolute joy and blast to play as the old Echo 3-1. Let's get evil and such. So, but yeah, well, I've touched on it earlier, but I'm back in town after being gone. I'm going to try to share another screen here. That's not the button, because I was filming a new project over in Las Vegas, Nevada. Share screen. Let's see what happens. Window. I think this is it. This is it. Share entire screen. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, there's a project called... How does that look? That looks great. Hold on, I don't want that. I want... Bear with me, those who know me. That's fine. So I was over in Vegas, a new action film called The Wrecker, which is pretty cool. And as you can see here, this is an article from, I think this is Deadline, which is one of the major Hollywood industry, film, TV, video game industry trade publications out here. And so I joined the cast of The Wrecker, which also had Harvey Keitel, classic legendary actor, done so many amazing films with Scorsese and everyone else. Tyrese Gibson, who's obviously part of the Fast and Furious franchise. He was in it. Danny Trejo, who I love, a Mexican character actor who's been in so many wonderful things. He was in it. They got Mena Suvari, if people are familiar with her from American Beauty and some other projects, to be in it as well. so we went to Vegas and we shot this really cool action film, and I got to play a part that was a little outside the norm for me. Here's another article from this is the Variety piece announcing Mena joining the cast. They actually put my name in it. How nice of Variety. So it was really fun, and there's a lot of really cool cars, and I won't spoil too much about that, but the character I get to play is a bit of a screw up, and kind of gets in over his head, then gets his brother and his family involved, and a lot of bad things happen as a result of my effing around and finding out, as they say. And then revenge mission kicks into full gear, and heads are busted, shots fired, blood everywhere. So really fun experience, really great group of people. Al Bravo Films out in Las Vegas, who does a lot of these really great action movies, independent action movies and stuff like that too. So had a blast. Harvey Keitel was super cool to work with. He's up there in the years, but he's still pretty sharp as a whip, and he's got such a gravitas about him. There was a couple of lines he said to me that I'm like, oh man, that's fun stuff. That's like Taxi Driver-esque, tough guy Harvey Keitel. So it was really a cool experience. And Danny Trejo was really fun too. I had some scenes with him. Just a super lively, super friendly. Just got a lot of energy, and he's a good vibe dude. So that was really fun. Hopefully we'll have more information. We just wrapped shooting on it. I think they're officially wrapped all together, and we'll see when it releases. I'm sure it'll be out maybe before the end of the year, maybe early next year. I'm not really sure. So stay tuned. When I have more information and a trailer and some more stuff I can reveal, I'm happy to do it and share it with you all, and let you know when it drops. I'm eager to see it myself. I got to do some really fun fight scenes and action sequences, and just kind of you might have seen some pictures that people have posted on social media from the director and some of the producers and stuff like that. I don't post any of that stuff because I never know. General rule is don't post anything that reveals set, but everyone else was kind of posting it, so I'll let you all search that stuff out. But let's just say I had some real special outfits on that you probably never find me wearing in real life under any circumstances. So it was really fun to dress up a lot differently for this one than I've probably ever experienced before. So that was really cool. So that was a really nice start to the year to be able to go out in Vegas and film those wonderful people on the record, and we'll let you know what comes of it here. So that was pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit more, which y'all have been so wonderful circulating on social media, is a show that was near and dear to my heart called Extinct, that we filmed 2017, 2018. Maybe that's when it was released. I'm not really sure, but it's a family friendly sci-fi kind of like action adventure series that we did for BYUtv, Brigham Young University over in Utah. They have their own television and network and streaming app and stuff like that. So they do their own content, and this was a 10-episode series we did for them several years ago. Really great cast, really great filmmakers. My good friend Ryan Little and his production company, and we just had a blast. We filmed all around Utah. I know many of you here were kind enough to watch it when it did drop, streaming for free. And so anyway, there was a regime change, I believe, over at that network, and that show was kind of taken down. It's also never aired internationally, only in the US, unfortunately. So it's back up on the app now to stream for free. And it's a few years old, but it really holds up. Was really a quite well done movie. And I know that people that did watch it were big fans of it. It was definitely wholesome. It's something you can watch with the whole family, kids all the way up to grandparents. And I think people really enjoyed that good, clean, fun element of it. And really interesting, fun story from Aaron Johnston, who writes a lot of the, Orson Scott Card universe stuff, Ender's Game, and is a really, really great sci-fi writer on his own end. But we had a really fun time filming this. I have Aaron Johnston, one of the show creators, put this trailer that they had cut, and he posted it online, which is really cool. It was a really great walk down memory lane. So I'm going to try and share this here with y'all and see if I can't keep this going and not screw this up. So this is an extinct trailer that they cut from quite a while ago when the show launched, and we'll let it ride for those who haven't checked it out yet. This is kind of a little taste of what we did. There it is. That was our extinct. A fun little trailer they put together on that. Hold on. How do I make this bigger? There it is. So yeah, a lot of people, really enjoyed the show, and we're kind of mildly outraged that they took it off the app for a while, which was a super bummer because we were very proud of the show that we put together. The cast was fantastic. They did great jobs. We were all around the amazing state of Utah, all the way from St. George down south for a lot of the kind of like bare desert looks, and we were up in mountains freezing our butts off, in and around Provo, Salt Lake City, stuff like that. We traveled all over the place, capturing those wonderful locations up in Utah, and we shot it from. We shot the pilot episode at the end of July into August, and it was like 115 degrees. And then, by the time we wrapped that following, February, March, it was, well below zero in a lot of the places that we shot. So we got the whole spectrum of Utah climate and weather, and I think it made for a really beautiful show. So anyway, if you haven't, check it out. The BYUtv app is free to download. Everything on there is free, so you can stream the 10 episodes. And yeah, it's really nice for people to be able to revisit it or check it again for the first time. I don't know if we'll ever do any more, but it was a really fantastic show to be a part of, and really, really great people all coming together to make this fantastic show. So super honored to be a part of it, and really glad that people can go and check it out. Again, Extinct is less extinct than it was before, and that's a good thing. So anyway, thank you all for the posts and the shares and stuff like that on Extinct. It's really great to get it out there. A lot of people work really hard on it, so I appreciate you all for circulating the links and watching it again and everything else too. And who knows, if enough people watch it and revisit it, maybe we'll get back in the saddle for a wrap-up movie for another season. Who knows? It's entirely possible. So we'll take it one step at a time and see what comes down the road here. So we'll stop sharing that. All right. Looks like I'm getting the hang of this screen share thing. How about that? Yeah. And I have one last thing. So the other thing that I've been posting about and that y'all have seen is my good friend Casey Shambora, who photographer, super talented photographer. I've done so many shoots with over the past few years. We did a shoot, I don't know if it was last summer, last fall, but the studio space that we shoot at HB Studios here in Los Angeles, they do their own clothing lines, garments manufacturing. They do them for a lot of films, television shows, stuff like that. They get contracted out, but they put together their own clothing line. And they asked if I would come in, work with Casey, and just kind of rock their duds and, represent that for their clothing line launch. So I was like, heck yeah. So we went and played dress up for a day and shot some great stuff. And as you know, Casey's a genius and his work is outstanding. So yeah, I've been circulating them a little bit on social medias. They did their launch. I'll share this screen. I don't do stuff like this. I'm no damn model, that's for darn sure. But this was a really cool thing to be a part of. Let's share this screen. All right, there it is. So this is just their website, Ricochet Men's. Really cool people, all like made in the USA, local to Los Angeles. And so they had kind of like three main lines, like activewear, workout stuff. And then they had kind of, regular lifestyle stuff like urban streetwear, which, I don't know that I can pull off urban streetwear. I'm going to say it's a hard no. I can't, but they still seemed to like them on me. So that was great. And then, just what do we got here? The close I should be here. So this is like some of the looks they put together. And obviously Casey got some really fun, like smoke and backdrops and colored lightings and stuff in there to really kind of add a little juice, like lifestyle juice to this sort of stuff. So this is kind of like a landing page they put together on their website. So I figured I'd just share it because it's kind of all the looks in one place. But the workout stuff, some of the more fashionable stuff, velvet shirt. That's kind of fun. That was a first. And there's me looking really grungy, not in their clothes from the set of Sniper Assassin's End. So that was pretty cool. It was fun, really. Working with Casey is easy. I don't know what to do. I'm like, Casey, just tell me what to do. And I just kind of stand there and look over here and do that there and whatever else. And, like I said, I'm no model. I'm probably the world's most awkward model, but that was fun. I got to hit some things. Hitting things is always fun. Not people, things. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool. So thanks everyone for sharing. They're really good people over there. They're super excited about their foray into the fashion world, and it was really cool that they asked me to be a part of that. And so I'm kind of just putting it out there on their behalf and promoting their good stuff, and hoping that they do really, really well and are killing it out of the gates. It's a family-run business, which is really great, generational. mothers, fathers, daughters and sons, and everybody kind of pitching in for this. Oh, it's garbage day. If you hear that in the background, don't worry. It's not the popo coming for me. It's just the old garbage is getting collected today here in LA. So what is this? What is this view? There we go. But yeah, that's it. Y'all have seen the posts and everything else too. So it's a really cool thing to be a part of as well. So, that's kind of my jam. That's kind of I don't know what you call it. Quarter one, 2023, quarter one, doing the record, enjoying Alex's return to Call of Duty, Extinct back up online, which is really cool. And the Ricochet Men stuff now live on their website, which is pretty fun as well. So anyway, I've been just chatting away, and I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat now. So we got a bunch of people with us. I appreciate y'all stopping by, but if y'all got questions, comments, whatever else, I'm probably way too deep in the comments section to go all the way back through them all, but we'll open it up to the floor. Let's chat about whatever you want to chat about. Ask some questions and everything else. Who's this? Chad, do I get, I figured, check this out. Check out what I learned. Look what I can do. I can share comments on the screen. Who do I bribe to get your TV bro, David, in a project again? Video game, TV, movie, little, I don't know. His agents, I'm guessing. I'm sure David's a very in-demand actor, a really great actor. So I'm sure you'd have to go through the proper channels to get that wacky David Anders to come on board. But I love David. He's the character. Really, really fun. Yeah, we did. We played some CB Pats fan came and joined us on a stream for a game, and we got a dub. We got a win, as the kids say. Alex Operator Bundle. I have no intel, of course. I don't have any intel about anything. So hopefully season 3 or season 3.5 or whatever, we'll give some clues as to whether that's going to happen or not. But thanks for joining on the stream, everybody, for watching, and for those that I get to play with. It's always a total pleasure to party on the Twitch. Rachel Maiden, hello, how are you? Are there any fight scenes in the record? There are a bunch. It is an action film. The director, Art Camacho, is like a 40-year vet of starring in action movies, directing action movies. That's his background. Super talented martial artist and a heck of a nice guy. And there's action everywhere. There's car action, gunfights, a lot of hand-to-hand stuff as well. So it's going to be jam-packed with action here. So I got to do quite a few little sequences, and they were really, really fun. And Art and the team and the stunt performers were all really fantastic. So there will be action, that's for sure. Victor's with us. By the way, Victor here in the chat is the Claus operator. Claus? I used to saying Santa Claus, and it sounds normal when you say it by Klaus. Anyway, Victor, how are you, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. So anybody who has rocked the Klaus operator bundles and the Klaus skins in Call of Duty Warzone, this is your guy right here over in Italy. Thanks for popping by, Victor. Appreciate that. And Jeremy, yes, season 1 of Extinct. That's very kind of you to say. Thanks, Jeremy. And thanks for being a fan of Extinct. Victoria Atkin, Matthew Bellows, Jacqueline Hale, York Fryer, Jackson Depew plays my brother in that. It's a really great cast, I'm sure. Jake Stormone, my gosh. Jake, and I know that a lot of you guys are fans of Jake and stuff from Extinct and The Outpost, whatever, but really just good people, great actors, and we had a blast making that show. Favorite Extinct memory? I'll tell you what, we froze our butts off for months on end, but we shot the last episode. We got to literally play at a natural hot springs, and we were in it for like almost an entire day. that was my favorite memory because up until then we had been very much freezing. And so we got to like literally shoot scenes in a natural hot springs, which was just chef's kiss ending for a tough shoot on that show. Let's see. Given how you box, oh my gosh, I'm falling behind in this. Given how you box, was it? Oh, that's a good question. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? Given how you box, how hard was it to make the fight in Assailant look awkward? Yeah, boxing is a really great foundation for doing fight choreography. It's great to have the technical training first, and then fight choreography requires you to be a little bit untechnical so that things read better for camera. Typically in boxing, you are, straight and to the point, very, very efficient. But for camera, that doesn't always look very good, that angle. So it's got to be, sweeping across the lens, sweeping across the face. So, even if you watch a lot of boxing movies, a lot of times, they look a little ridiculous because, Michael B. Jordan or Mark Wahlberg and a fighter, they have to just, Rocky Balboa, they have to kind of do these wild, crazy haymaker things, that's what they train out of you like day one. But if you don't do that, things don't look so frenetic and crazy and powerful because the camera can't really pick up the straights and the jabs in that way. So, anything, once you have a foundation, it's easy to kind of undo it. So, Casper Van Dien kicked the crap out of me in Assailant. And I think it's probably harder to be on the receiving end of fight choreography beatings than it is to be the one beating people up. So, but it wasn't too tough to make myself look like a incapable amateur. It was a fun experience. Casper's great. The turn of Venom Zeke, what's going on? Great freedom to the underrated. Well, what's going on? Did the team at Call of Duty give you any creative freedom at the return of Alex in Raid Episode 3? AKA, I can't speak about Raid Episode 3 at all. Well, what I can tell you is, they script it out, and we have our lines, and we have our this, and we have our that. And then we just find the subtle nuances, and we find the staging and the blocking of stuff and the camera angles and stuff. But they have a really great idea of what they want to get going in. So there's not really much room for like improv or this, that, whatever else. A little bit, kind of diving into it. Obviously, Claudia DeMitt is she's from Australia, and she's doing kind of a Middle Eastern accent for Farah. Alex is an American operator, there's very few of them that stick around in the Call of Duty games. Most of it's British SAS, Ghost, Soap, Gaz, Captain Price, etc. So, trying to find an individual touch that makes Alex feel kind of more all-American to kind of stand out from his British counterparts. So that sort of stuff is fun. And we have a little bit of leeway with and fun conversations about doing that and adding that life to him. Let's see. I'll try to keep working through these questions here. I just want to know if the photo card redeem on it is worldwide or yes. Channel redemption points on Twitch. There is a video from me. There is a signed photo from me. I will mail it anywhere in the world. In fact, I just sent out 7 or 8 in the mail on Monday. So everybody who did redeem that should be getting theirs very soon. But by all means, much love to all the fans around the world. And I'm happy to eat that shipping cost so that you can have your very special thing, which you deserve for supporting me on Twitch. And I'm happy to send it anywhere in the world. So great question. Episode 2. Okay. Thanks for clarifying, Zeke. But yeah, it's like I said before, it is scripted. They have an idea of what they want, where they're going ultimately with the story. We get it revealed to us one piece at a time. So, but yeah, really they're really collaborative and they're really wonderful, over at, Infinity Ward and the people that we work with over there. So we can always have a conversation about stuff if we think it's going to be good or add value or a line change or this, that, whatever else. But, personally as an actor, I always try to follow what's scripted and make it work to the best of my abilities with like maybe a little touch here and there and whatever else, just honoring the words of a writer. But thanks, Zeke. Good to see you, buddy. Means we got 3 more dubs last night on stream. Me, Zeke, Carmine, CMC Combat, and yeah, even David Anomaly joined us for a dubs. Let's see. How is it working with that? Barry and Elliot, Modern Warfare 2. Zane, what's going on? I'm getting Zane. Are you Zane the Pain on the Twitch? I have to connect all the usernames to the real names most of the time. How was it like working with Barry and Elliot in Modern Warfare 2009? I'll tell you what, we had a blast, and they're just fantastic human beings. He's talking about Barry Sloan, who plays Captain Price, brilliant, and Elliot Knight, who plays Gaz, and Kyle Garrick in the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign. So I got to work with all of them a lot, on and off for like a year and a half. Really fantastic, just wonderful people, good human beings, super talented actors. Their work speaks for themselves, and they stay busy accordingly. Let's see. Any other questions here? Jake who? Jake Storm Moan? That's what I'm guessing. Who co-starred with me in Extinct. Monarch, how are you? I definitely only played Shipment to level up some guns. It is absolutely bonkers. I can't imagine what it takes to be competitive in Shipment. Like actually try and like get 25 kills and get a nuke, and like I don't even know how you do that. It's insane, but it is wicked chaotic fun for sure. Sure, you had a lot of funny BTS moments with Tyrese. I didn't really get to work with or meet with Tyrese. You know, our storylines didn't collide so much. That's all I can kind of say about that, which was a bummer, but super happy that he was a part of the movie, and I look forward to watching his good work. Did you get any injuries making your new film? No. What is the saying? You know, they were echoing this again. Like as a stuntman or someone who's doing action stuff, it's like the goal, like, you know, you're going to get hurt, but the goal is to not get injured. Because if you get injured, that's a problem because you can't work. But no, I mean, bumps, bruises, scrapes. I mean, my arm's kind of covered in like scabs all over the place, just from, you know, chunks of my skin getting ripped out from hard contact with walls or, you know, metal guns and stuff like that. But it's nothing that you feel in the moment, you know, a jammed finger, a sprained finger and stuff like that once in a while, maybe a little tweak in your back, but no injuries to the point where I had to leave set or go to the hospital or be missing in action for a while. So it kind of comes with the territory, but it's really fun, and it's always worth it. And they always do a really good job of, you know, giving you knee pads or back pads or elbow pads or whatever else if you're really going to get down and dirty. But I love it. I think it's super fun. You know, I grew up playing football and other contact sports and stuff like that. So a little bump and a bruise and a scrape here and there is no big deal for me. Are you working on any projects that you can share about? Hey, Rachel, no, those are the ones. You know, there's always other things in the work and ideas percolating and things that will hopefully come together, but nothing I can talk about at this point. Kind of covered them all in this chat earlier. But when I know, I'll let you know. And hopefully we have some news on Sniper 10, which we shot last fall in Malta. Hopefully we'll have a release date soon, and we'll have a trailer sometime soon. But we'll see when Sony's ready to drop that into the world. Drop it into the world. Hey, Beth. Hey, Lady Brock. How are you? Hey, Val. What is your favorite photo session with Casey? I think all of them are. They all turn out really well. He's just an absolute wizard behind the lens. He's just got a real flair and a real taste for this, and just keeps getting better and better and better. But I really liked our sword shoot just because it was super interesting and unique. So just to kind of play around with swords and knives and then throw a little weird, you know, kind of like smeared mud makeup kind of on was kind of fun. It was super playful. We didn't really even have a plan. I just showed up, his buddy had a bunch of like literal real deal and replica swords, and I was like, let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. So it was fun. It was really interesting. The cool thing about Casey is like we're done in like under 2 hours, and he just moves really fast. He doesn't overshoot. He kind of knows when he has a shot, and I just totally trust that, because there's nothing worse as an actor if you do a photo shoot for a long time and a photographer sends you 5,000 pictures that they took and be like, here, pick your favorites. It's like, that's the absolute worst, staring at yourself, trying to find the good ones from the crap. So that's another reason why I love to work with Casey. Who's just such a great guy. Let's see, what else do we got? Thanks for the question. Thanks for the questions, everybody. What don't we know about? Nicole's asking about Gerhardt Frankenstein, which is a character I played in Once Upon a Time many years ago. I think it was like the 10th anniversary of that episode, not too long ago, actually. Gerhardt Frankenstein, starring opposite David Anders, who played Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Whale. Really fun experience. There was, from what I hear, for those that worked in the writer's room and this, that, whatever, there were plans for more Gerhardt Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, my character, but unfortunately, things changed and got written out. And I know David had to leave the show because he got offered, I don't know if it was like iZombie or something like that at that point. So that kind of storyline just kind of went and just got killed, which is a bummer, because a lot of people resonated with that character, and it was really cool costumes, makeup, effects, and it would have been really fun to kind of lead into that hard across many more episodes. But, you know, we got one in the can and people seem to dig it. So who knows what happened to Gerhardt Frankenstein? Who knows? I'm sure he's doing fine. I'm sure he's learning his letters and his numbers all over again, and, you know, overcoming his fear of fire. Let's see. Diego, oh my God, how are you? I just got to put that in there because it's funny. Oh my God. Hey, Diego, how you doing? Thanks, Mariska. Appreciate it. Diego, rack up those points. Let's get you a photo in the mail. And Jim Ondo, yeah, happy to do it. Videos, this, that, whatever else. Happy to send them out. Anna Paul is catching up on the live. Let's see. When are you going to get your first sword? John wants to know. I'll tell you what. John, you were pretty gracious, and you sent me like a letter opener, Braveheart like letter opener, the Claymore from Braveheart. It's like this big. I'm like, that's manageable. That's reasonable. Last thing I need is a sword collection on my hands. It is very tempting. Maybe one day when I have a lot more space, I'll build a little armory. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Chad Michael Collins, India. Hey, Roy Shilpa, how are you? Best action movie. It's hard for me to pick from all the stuff that I've done. It's hard to pick my favorite. Oh no, I've lost it. I've scrolled too far. I've lost it. I'll find it. Bear with me. Holy moly. You guys are really sending a lot of chatters. There we go. Oh, I am way behind. I don't have a favorite one. I love them all. They're all my babies. I'm proud of every single one that I'm very blessed and grateful to be a part of. Mary Kay Juliet, hello. Faye, hello. Elliot is lovely, isn't he? I know you got to meet him at a convention. Elliot Knight is a total sweetheart. Second werewolf Western movie. No plans for that right now. There's been talks over the years of doing another High Moon movie, but nothing solid, unfortunately. But we'll see. You never know when things like this can pop with the right people, right time, right place. Arrow, you want to see the arrows? Well, that's fun. Listen, I'm all for that. Why not? Green Arrow. Great character from DC. Simon's here with us. Resurgence is coming to Al Mazrah in season 3. Oh my gosh, I guess I'll have to learn that map finally after all. That's a good question. JetBlue Chest C. What's your favorite scene in Modern Warfare 2019? honestly, it was a pleasure to shoot all those scenes. They really came together well. Super beautiful looking cinematics. But I love the moment with Alex and Farah at the end where, you know, he runs off and agrees to sacrifice himself for the greater good of her and her cause and the mission. I just think it's a really, really nice scene that we put together that people responded really well to. So that's still one of my all-time favorite things that I've ever shot, not just in a video game, but literally ever. I don't know that I'll play much DMZ. Maybe one day. I would never say never, but I really do enjoy Resurgence and the Battle Royale stuff. So maybe one day. We'll see. How does it feel to be dubbed the most polite operator in Modern Warfare? I don't know. I mean, Alex definitely, you know, at least going off his old operator stuff, he dropped some swear words, some expletives, some humble pie a-hole taunts. But yeah, yes, ma'am. He is polite when it matters, as per the yes, ma'am scene with Farah. Anna Paula, take a year off and travel the world. What's nice is I don't have to take a year off to travel the world. I'm pretty fortunate as an actor to get to travel the world to be a part of really cool projects. So it's the best of all worlds. Yes, Sniper 10 will be coming up before the year's out. Stay tuned. Super excited. Was there ever a series you would love or have loved to be a part of if given the chance? So many. You know, I can't tell you how many different television series I've watched, but you know, to be a part of like Justified or like The Shield or Lost or Alias, you know, some of my all-time favorite shows. Really, it would be really fun. But you know, I'm a fan of those things, so even if I don't get to be in them as an actor, I still very much appreciate them. So that's a tough one. Honestly, any television show is a gift. Do I have any pets in my life? I do not. My D&D characters, they count as pets or kids. I don't know. I don't have either. What are you currently reading? What am I currently reading? It's been a while. Mostly I've been reading scripts. But in terms of, I don't know. I'm a little behind on my reading a little bit. I've got a few books that I juggle here and there. I was recently reading books on tax law. There's such boring things like this, kind of educating myself. I got to be honest, I'm real big into the YouTube these days, watching things, learning new things, hitting up, you know, watching experts offerings on all sorts of subjects. So reading is kind of taking a backseat to watching, getting more education and wisdom from the YouTube. It's a fantastic platform for stuff like that. It is like the new college. And it's free. It's amazing. I love it. Go YouTube. Y'all rock. John wants to know, NCIS New Orleans, would I have had more episodes? It was something they were considering. I think it was set up that way. It never materialized. I also know that Zoe left that show for, I don't know, I'm not sure what reasons, but I know that she had left that show at a certain point as well. So, you know, when that happens, then there goes the storylines and everyone else associated with him, as I learned in Once Upon a Time. It happens. Let's see what else we got. We got a few more minutes. Take some more questions and say hi to some people. Favorite genre as a kid? I was super into horror as a kid. I was reading Stephen King novels and watching horrible movies on USA Network, like Puppet Master. Terrifying myself between the two, but I don't know why I was obsessed with horror when I was a kid. Now I'm like, horror doesn't really occur to me all that much. Games, TV shows, movies. Yes, Tammy, definitely need a bigger nerd den if I'm gonna start rocking a sword collection. What else do we got? No one wants to see if Alex will be in the new Modern Warfare 2 session. We shall see. No intel. We'll be in the raid. Am I still DMing a D&D campaign? Miss Tammy here. I am not. Sadly, I had to let my babies go. I still playing one currently, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I've done like 55 sessions over the last year and a half, like once a week, pretty much on the reg. So I still get my fix. I just haven't been able to run the games. I've just been fortunately too busy to do that on the side. But I do love the D&D, and it's all cyclical. All the hobbies come back around. When I have some more downtime, free time, time to invest in that stuff, it'll come back around. My dream is to still do some stuff online on a stream, run a little game, run a little mini session, something like that. But I do love the D&D, and I'm excited to see the movie. Actually, I heard good things. Even if I heard bad things, I'd still watch it. Still watch it. Sweaty ranked Warzone in season 3. No way. I can't. Ranked? Like my KD ratio is probably below 0.5. I'm sure. I got no business playing rank mode because I'm not good. Haven't seen the new movie, D&D movie, but I hope to very soon as well. Oh, that's sweet. That scene made me cry so much I legit thought Alex was going to die. That's how you know we made a good scene, when you kind of create that emotional attachment there. So, it's interesting. I watch a lot. I don't really like to watch the stuff that I'm in and whatever, but whenever I watch the Call of Duty stuff, maybe it's the great atmosphere and the cinematics and the music, but I always get the feels. Like when I watched that raid outro cinematic where Alex is revealed, like I definitely got the goosebumps in the feels. I don't know. There's just something special about being a part of this game that really rings my bells. What do we got here? Who's a badass American? Yeah, it's funny because it is rare, isn't it? For anybody who's been a Call of Duty fan in the Modern Warfare franchise, way back in the day, all the way through, it's like you rarely meet an American operator. So Alex was super cool to play because I got to originate that role and kind of represent America in a way that you don't usually see in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare franchises of old or even currently. So really cool and really fun to kind of put that stamp on that character and make it have more of like that international feel with the British Urzikstan freedom fighters. Like Soap, I think is like Scottish as well. And then I think in Modern Warfare 2, there was, Mexican cartels and, kind of the Hispanic community kind of brought into that. So really, really cool to have so much diversity thrown in there and have Alex represent the American side of things outside of Kate Laswell, of course, and General Shepard and all those other high brass, above our pay grade type characters. Shield was excellent. Does Alex have more tattoos? No intel. I don't think there's room for any more. He's pretty covered up on those arms. Which Arrowverse shows did you like? I mean, I enjoyed them all. I didn't watch them all the way through, but any comic book thing ever being available to us nerds on TV or film is a good thing. I'm a big supporter of those things. Would I consider a project with sign language? Absolutely. I've never really encountered a project with that, but that'd be a fantastic skill to learn. Any word you can share on Edge of Space? That's the short film I did, where I've made a couple posts about that, playing an astronaut in the 60s. I don't have any information. I think they're getting closer to a final kind of cut and a final edit, but I don't know what the plans are. Really great group of people, and I'm very excited to see it myself. So when I know, I will let you know. What TV shows do you watch? What's up, Carmine? What TV shows do you watch on your free time? I've done a lot of catching up lately. I blazed through House of the Dragon on HBO. I am current on Succession. I love that show on HBO. What else did I watch? I did. I went a little nuts and watched a bunch of shows. Oh, The Boys season 3. I caught up on that. Claudia's in it. I got it. My co-star in Call of Duty, but it's my second favorite comic book of all time. So that was a really entertaining watch. Last of Us. I watched all that. I watched an episode or two of Andor. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I did try to catch up on stuff. I like to see the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. I'm a big Lord of the Rings nerd, so it got me started with all my geekery. If I got a chance to act in a non-English movie, which language would you love to choose from? I only speak English, so any other language would be a great opportunity to learn a new skill. So Spanish might be the easiest for me because that's what I've learned or sort of known in the past. But a chance to learn new skills and be a part of a project is a really cool perk of being an actor. Oh, Jeremy's asking personal questions. No intel on that. We never go personal. We never go full personal. Favorite weapon in modern warfare? I don't know that I have a favorite weapon. I know that when I drop in, I kind of by default go with my 5.56 Icarus / FSS Hurricane loadout. Those seem to serve me well. I don't know if they're my favorites because I'm still learning most of the guns in the game, but I'm sure I'll get a favorite soon. Whatever helps me win the most. Conrilix, what's going on? What's your favorite pet? Could be a cat, dog, reptilian, feathery friends. Favorite pet? I grew up with dogs. We had cats. My brother had a rabbit. My brother had all sorts of exotic pets. He had a gecko for a while. He loved fish and a little aquarium, fish tank. He had rabbits. We always had a family dog. I always loved the dog. I lived out in the country, so it was pretty good. Cats too. I'm a friend to all animals. Pammy Pitstop, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Holy moly. Here we go. I'm blazing through these comments. Favorite character on The Shield? Oh, man. It's tough. I like Lem. Lem's great. If you haven't watched The Shield, Shield's one of the all-time best shows. The Shield put cable television on the map. Michael Chiklis is great. Really well done show. Lem was the good guy. Just got caught up with those shady cops. Brian Cox is the bomb in Succession. Yeah, Brian Cox, Uncle Argyle from Braveheart. Brian Cox, classic actor. He just crushes it in Succession. It's a great show. How did it make you feel the positive reaction we've seen from the COD community when Alex was found right to really warms the old ticker. Really cool. I really love to see that the character resonated with so many people. Because, it's Call of Duty. They got amazing characters and operators to choose from. Ghost, Captain Price, all the way through. Soap, these long-standing characters. So it's nice to see that Alex is, popular and people enjoy him right up there with those classic badass operators. Always very cool. Yeah, do more Gerhardt photos, please. Tag me, always. Always. That's right. Gentleman never tells. Let's see. All right, we're wrapping up. Oh, we just hit over an hour. Amazing. Alex surprised the fans with the family name Keller. This is good. Juliet. Would you rather be just made Alex? How do you feel about again, this is above my pay grade. So when Alex Keller is revealed, I guess it's Alex Keller. I don't know. It's not like they emailed me asking me for my thoughts on that, but it works for me. And who even knows if it's the real name? He's former CIA, he's former this, that, whatever else. So, he's probably got a million names that he's used before. So it just depends on where he's heading, what the mission is. So Alex Keller works for me. It sounds pretty American. I get behind that. Let's see. Emma, hello. Aside from being an actor, would you consider directing a movie or series someday? It's something I'd love to learn. I'd like to learn more about producing. So I'm developing projects to be a producer on, starring vehicle projects for myself. We've come close to greenlighting a couple, but it's a tricky business getting a film made. So directing, I think, will come off the back of learning filmmaking as a whole. And so I want to give myself those experiences first. And maybe one day, lots to learn. lots to learn always, and you never stop learning. That's what makes this industry really fun. If Alex had died, everyone at Activision was going to get their feelings hurt. Yeah. Well, they did good. They brought the boy back for sure. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, everybody. Thank you. It's an hour. Y'all got better things to do than listen to me drone on. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks, obviously, for the support in Call of Duty. Check out Extinct. The BYUtv app is free. You can stream that for free. And they got 10 fun episodes for you up on there if anybody missed it or wants to rewatch or is curious to see what it's all about. Thanks for supporting the launch of Ricochet Men's as well. And we'll give you more information on Sniper 10 and the Wrecker when we have it. So anyway, I will sure I'll see you all sooner rather than later, dropping back into the Warzone. If you haven't, check out the stuff on Twitch. You know, my website is down there on the crawler. For anybody who wants to get like a personalized video cameo, you know, I got like Alex's Army and Alex's Angel merch up there, links there, signed photos, stuff like that. Anybody who's curious, wants to get a gift for somebody, you can go to my website, chadmichaelcollins.com, and check that out. Follow me on Twitch, which is at this link below here too as well. Come join us, hop in the Warzone. I love to play with gamers whenever I can work them in. I'm not always great about an advanced schedule. Sometimes I am, but I'm trying to play as much as I can here now before something else takes me out of town for a while and I can't. And yeah, for any other people that are new or not familiar, you know, IMDb is a great place to check out the stuff I've done and stuff that'll be coming out and whatever else too. So anyway, thanks everybody for popping by. Always great to see you. Appreciate your questions and your comments and everything else too. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening and or morning.